Now see, when you click on this button, click to play, yes, I am fine is printed, right? Right now, I don't want to do this. I want to change the screen. I want to change the screen, right? Okay. So for that, I have to create two screens. So let me check I have two screens or not. Come to app, come to Java file, come to your package, and one screen is main activity, the previous activity, and the main two activity is now the second activity. Right now, I don't want to put anything here, so I just remove all these things. And I don't want to use app compatibility activity right now. I just want to use the activity class. So Alt plus enter right now. So I just created two activity. Got it?
Yeah.
There is a one file also very important. See, whenever you create any new activity or any component, either content provider or either services or either broadcast receiver, I mean to say what I am talking about. Let me write out. No, okay, no problem. Leave it right now. So whenever you create any activity, any component, that component also has to be mentioned inside a one file. That file is called configuration file. And also you can say this is nothing but a manifest file right now. So there is a manifest folder. You are this visible to you, right?
Yes.
Inside this one there is a file Android manifest.xml. Dot click here. Now you can find out this is nothing but the configuration file, right?
Yeah.
This is the configuration file, and you also ask one question, sir, where I have to define the library. I would say the SDK. So you can define the SDK in Gradle script, build Gradle here like this. You can find out default configuration. You are getting my point or not? Seeing this one or not?
Yeah.
So right now the Android, this is a build file, Gradle file, compiled SDK version 23, build tools 23.0.1, default config and version 1.0 and something like this. So these things are defined here. If you want to change not 23, if you want to put here 22, then you can put 22, no problem. You are getting my point or not?
Yeah.
So you can change the things. You can also, right now in your project, you are facing some problem. So you can also check your build file also. Okay, what compiled SDK version you are using in your Android, I mean say in your application. And that SDK library is available on your SDK platform or not. You are getting my point?
Yeah.
My point is very clear. My point is, if you are building your application using certain SDK version, and if the library of that SDK version is not available in your software, then how that application can be run? You are getting my point.
Yeah.
So you can check that one in your, I would say in your project also, but you can check it later right now. So don't worry, don't check it right now. You have to check it later. You can let me know if you find any issues. So just open Android manifest.xml file. Inside that manifest file, there is a tag, application tag, right?
Yeah.
Inside that tag, there are lots of things. Just leave that one right now. Just come to the activity tag. Right now, you have two activity. So two activity tag. The one activity tag is this one, and second activity tag is this one. Just put it here. So you have, Android. You have, so right now you have two activity tag. You are getting my point now?
Yeah.
One activity tag is like this and another activity is like this, right?
Right.
Your one activity name is main activity. You can find out here. When you click on Java, when you click here, you can see main activity. Getting my point?
Yeah.
So one activity is this one, and another activity that you just created is nothing but the main two activity. Getting my point?
Yes.
So if you create any activity, then that activity should be defined here like this, activity tag, like this, name of your activity, whatever activity you have. If you have any activity, you can put that. Right now it is showing only two activity that I already mentioned. So if you have any activity, you can mention here manually also, but sometime you need not require to write down the manually. It will automatically put it here. If you follow the strategy like this, when you click here, right click here, new, and when come here activity, and when here I mean say sorry, when activity, and when you click here blank activity, empty activity, login activity, master detail activity, or whatever, when you click on that, then this registration is automatically done inside the Android manifest.xml file. You are getting my point now?
Yeah.
So right now we have two activity. One is this one, and one activity is this one. Okay.
Okay.
But right now these two activities are not connected yet. If I run the app, then one activity is come in front of me, not the another activity. The activity that will come in front of me, first of all, that can also be, that can also be done with the help of android.manifest.xml file. How? You can see when you click on this one, the activity, see the activity, the activity that having a intent filter like this, intent filter like this, intent filter action, main, and launcher. That means this activity is nothing but the entry point of your application. Getting my point?
Okay.
If I cut this one, for example, if I am cutting Control X, and Control V, wait a moment. Why this? Okay. Why the cursor is become, highlighted? There is some option like escape or anything else. Shift. Do you have any idea how this cursor is actually, this cursor is become highlighted? Is there any button, any key button on keyboard, with the help of that you can remove the highlight of this cursor? You are getting my point or not?
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't know. Okay, no problem. Actually, just I'm no
It
call.
might be insert button is clicked.
Huh?
Insert button.
Insert button. Okay, insert button. Might be possible. You are talking right. Actually, there is a selection, column selection mode, copy, and then paste here, and just remove this one. Getting my point or not?
Yeah.
So I just intent filter and close the intent filter here. Got it my point now?
Yeah.
So if if I change the this intent filter, intent action and category, intent filter tag from any activity and put inside another activity with this attribute, try to, because intent filter may be a different types, but right now the intent filter having action and category, I will tell you what is intent filter, but just right now concentrate on this point. An activity that contain an intent filter with action main and with category launcher, that means that activity is nothing but the entry point of your application. You are getting my point or not?
Yeah.
So if I run this app, then you will find no that UI will not appear. And now it is going to open the main two activities. This activity will open and this UI will open in front of you. Let me check activity underscore main two is what is the that particular kind of UI. When you click activity main two, this UI or activity this one, a blank UI, nothing is there. You are getting my point now?
Yes.
So not put here content, uh, content main two like this. Sorry. So r.layout.content underscore main, this is going to open in front of you. Let me put something over that. Let me put anything. For example, let me put a rating star. For example, I am going to
Actually,
put a
that
yes, yes.
activity main and content main, these two files stand for.
Actually, see, activity underscore main. This is nothing but the configuration file, right?
Okay.
And content underscore main is nothing but your layout file.
Okay.
Previously, see, when the Android and previously Android Studio, when I was start using Android Studio, when I was start using I would say Eclipse, then there was only one file, activity underscore main, and I can directly put that file inside the I mean say inside the Java file or inside the screen or whatever. And for example, this one I can directly put activity underscore main. But later they changed this. I mean say I think. In previous or 1.4 Android Studio in one from on Android Studio 1.4 onward, they put it these two files. One file is something like a configuration file. Getting my point? You can see there are lots of things are there. Okay,
Okay.
but inside the main file, I would say UI file, only the user defined things are there. You are getting my point?
Yeah.
So you can use directly the content underscore main, the name that come before content like this. Then you can use that particular kind of file inside your activity class. Getting my point? We can also check what will appear. We can also check if I put here like this. We can check what will appear. Activity underscore main to, for example, let me put this one and let's check what will appear. So okay, no problem. So now you got my idea, na?
Yes.
My idea is what? My idea is come to a manifest file. The main point is the activity that contain the intent filter with action main and with category launcher. That means that activity is nothing but the entry point of your application. You got my point?
Yes.
So you can also see there are lots of things are there. You can see Android allow backup. So application, there are lots of tags are there inside the application tag, inside the activity tag. Let me tell you, activity tag having Android name. This is the name of the activity. This is the level of that particular kind of activity. When activities come in front of you, this level will appear in front of you. And when Android underscore theme, then you will find there are certain themes, no action bar or app theme or something like that. There are lots of things are there. So you will learn about this when you are start doing the things gradually. You can find, okay, these things can be done like this and can be done like this. Getting my point now?
Okay.
So now when we run this app, because I already changed the entry point of my app, so let me find out what can be, I mean say, the output. So now see, there is a different screen is come in front of you. So there is no any problem. I mean say you can put both the layouts, but these layouts using some titles also. I mean say if I'm using content underscore main to activity underscore main, for example, see here where see here I can use activity underscore main 12 also, no problem. Okay,